The first pair had mis-sewn fingers, but the seller replaced with a matched pair. Most manufacturers have separate lines sewing each hand. One line sews the left, while another sews the right hand. These are work gloves and not fine driving gloves, so you take your chances. At these prices, they are very soft and comfortable and can be used to protect your hands while undertaking many tasks. They are great to use when moving furniture, packing boxes, or wheeling out the garbage bin. Of course, they are sturdy for gardening. I love these gloves. Durable. Soft. A really great fit for my small to medium hands with short fingers. I can use these all day for months before I would wear holes in them with super hard yard work. I abuse my gloves. I had a friend who works outdoors all the time in her yard and she loved mine so much that I bought her a pair. She loves them. On the first pair I got, the seam on the inside was a little thick on the index finger. I just inverted the glove finger and trimmed the seam and everything is perfect. I have looked long and hard for these gloves and I have reordered them, twice now. I have small hands and have trouble finding gloves small enough to fit me. I was excited to find these gloves and ordered the size small. They are actually a tad too small to be comfortable, especially since the seams of the fingers run around the tips of the fingers, so my fingertips are constantly rubbing on the seams. And when my nails are longer I am unable to wear these gloves at all. They are decent quality, and I have used them a good bit although not as much as I would have liked due to the fit. I noticed last time I used them one of the fingers began to split at the seam. If I were to order again I would order one size larger. I bought these gloves hoping they would fit, they would be comfortable, would not smell bad, and would last for a while. I'm happy to say they excel at all of those things. I bought small, they fit perfectly, I have size 7 hands. They also fit my friend's hands with just a little extra length in the fingers, but very usable. She has about size 6.5 hands. The gloves become very supple after wearing and using them for about an hour. I just bought a second pair so I would have them when these wear out in case they are no longer available. Can't beat the price. These gloves seem durable and mostly okay, but they look like two completely different gloves. First, the shape of the right glove is completely different from the left. The left is almost too tight while the right glove is loose and flares out awkwardly at the wrist. You can see in the third picture where I lay the left on top of the right just how much wider the right glove is. The finger sizes are also extremely different between the two gloves. If you look at the reinforcing piece on the right, it's attached in a completely different spot than the left. Look at the seam on the left glove and compare to the lack of seam on the right. I'm probably not going to return them because I need gloves, but I definitely won't be buying another pair. These have been excellent for gardening. They're thick without being too hot or bulky. They fit my small hands wonderfully, which is rarely the case, even with women's smalls. I love the gathered wrist that keeps stirred out, but isn't at all tight. I use them daily and they've accumulated plenty of dirt and very little wear or tear since I bought them 3 months ago. I would absolutely recommend them with the caveat that you might want to size up if your hands are not quite small. Bought for my wife, first pair did great, second pair give up after one day, also ruined sewing machine trying to fix them. I also had a pair that wore through fingertips in one day. Have better luck with cheap gloves. I've been beating the crap out of these for months. I got size small knowing leather will stretch. The first time I wore them, I coated my hands in olive oil. They stretched some and I'm sure with continued wear and use they've formed to my hand even more. I wear them whenever I work outside. Planting stuff, digging in dirt, lots of weeding, moving old wood, driving a tractor, pruning bushes. They aren't super thick, which for me is a pro. I hate bulky gloves. The gloves are very nice, however they fingers are much wider than expected and too wide for a woman's hand, and the elastic around the wrist is much too loose. Nice leather and stitching. I haven't worn them yet so I don't know how they will stand up. Finally, a pair of leather working gloves that fit me. I needed leather gloves to protect my hands, but everything I find in stores is in men's sizes. I was able to use the ordering information to choose a size that actually fits me. These gloves look very well made. The leather is soft and supple and I am able to use them with a great deal more dexterity than any work-grade leather gloves I have ever used. That said, I think they will be great for driving too. I'm planning to buy another pair, just for driving. They are not lined, so will not be great in the really cold weather, but I'm sure they'll be great in spring, fall, and on mild winter days. Excellent work gloves. The fit is great. Comfortable and durable for landscape work outside. The only complaint is that the gloves were stapled to the cardboard label and that left small holes near the top. They are a good fit, they are slightly different but I attribute that to working with the leather. This was the second pair I bought. They are great for hauling wood on cool days, they are not good for 30 LOL but are good for -5. These gloves fit very well. I always have trouble finding gloves that are small enough. They appear very well made, are comfortable.